I just got a notification that, yeah, the stream was live through the YouTube app on my phone. Yeah. I'm not. It's definitely going through to Twitch. Well, no, those don't match up actually. Hang on. Ugh. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've got it. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast, the live stream edition, and thank you. The podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are you doing this morning, Belle?
A lot going on this morning. A little bit rushed, actually. How are you this morning, Scott?
We're testing in production. We're testing a brand new feature, and we're testing it in production because that's what you do. It's a bold... It's an incredibly bold thing to do, and we decided to go for it. Now, in Belle's defense, she told me, don't do this, and I said, no, we're going to do it, all right, because we have just cojones, and this is is what you get here. Here at the podcast, we have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about, bringing the focus onto use case cryptos, because as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. Status quo is no longer acceptable. It's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto. Welcome to the podcast. And again, thank you. So I'm not going to hog the monologue. I need to bring Belle on for this. So we are, in fact, streaming. We're using Restream. It is going out. I think there should be a watermark on there or something like that. I don't know. But we are, in fact, using Restream, so we're streaming simultaneously to both YouTube and Twitch, and it was an absolute disaster. But I'm pretty sure that the chat feature on both of these is working, right, Belle? And you can see them both so that we could actually talk to the Twitch folks as well as the YouTube folks at the same time?
Yes, they are both working.
All right. Well, small wonders there. Again, guys, look, man, I'm committing to this. All right, this is my job now: is outreach, partnerships, education, all that other good stuff having to do with the Podcast LLC, and it just makes sense for me to take advantage of opportunities as they are available. Restream is one of those opportunities. I want to say that we're not going to have a massive presence over on Twitch. See how I see this, Belle? You see the tie? This is not how Twitch people dress. It just isn't. I mean, I look like they're all of their fathers, but that's where we're going to be going to do all the leverage trading and all that other stuff that we have going on. So it was time to dust off the channel. I'm glad it works, but as far as setting this up, scheduling it, I have got to tune up this Restream, man, because this is a mess. I thought it would be a lot smoother than it. I thought it'd be a lot smoother than it clearly is, but you know what? We'll get it down. We'll dial it in. We'll figure it out, and it'll be okay. Yeah, I have nothing else to say about this, Belle. This is absolutely a disaster. But we're going to keep trying. Maybe if we can get somebody, link the Twitch page in there. Maybe some of our guys here could help us out and actually go over to the Twitch channel and see if you guys actually see it over there on Twitch. And if you do, put in a chat message. I don't care what it says, just something so Belle can see it on the Restream dashboard. All right. Enough about Restream and our technical issues. We will we'll address these, and we're going to continue carrying on. For those of you who joined us on the live stream last night, I really appreciate it, and I definitely appreciate it for anybody who made it from start to finish. When we finished up configuring that RPC and configuring that server, we gave it away. We gave away, and I think Brownsburg Bat won, Belle. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah. So when we were done, we gave away we gave the server away to Brownsburg Bat. So he currently has an active server that is providing storage for Jackal. I've been kind of keeping an eye on it. It is making some money, a little bit. It's the way the network works, man. Bigger hardware, better hardware. It's just going to function better. And I think they might be battling it just a little bit. But the whole idea there was that we wanted to illustrate that effectively anybody can do this. If you have working knowledge of Linux or even a remote knowledge of Linux, follow the code, follow the steps as we laid out, and guess what? You are providing storage on Jackal Network. So the reason that we're pushing this so hard is because diversifying is important. And diversifying is not only which cryptos you're in or how you actually see the market, because I still day trade, I leverage trade, I long, I LP, I stake, I do everything. But some of the opportunities that people seem to take a pass on out here is actual mining. They take a pass on infrastructure, and dollar for dollar, it is the most profitable thing that you will likely do in crypto, because your risk is fixed. Meaning, if you are paying for hardware to validate a network or to provide infrastructure on a network, you know your costs. These are your costs. That's it. This is what it costs you every month, because that's what the box costs every month. Now, the tokens that you generate at that time, as long as you are generating enough to pay for the hardware, everything else is simply profit. It seems like it should be nice and easy. And it depends where you're doing it, how you're doing it, how you're paying for the hardware, and how savvy you are with this. But dollar for dollar, it can be the most profitable thing you do in crypto, because the daily variance of the token price is irrelevant to you. Doesn't matter. You're not buying them. And meaning buying them low or buying them low, selling them high, and all that stuff. You're not doing any of these things. Your server is on, it's minting tokens for you, and they belong to you. So the cost of those tokens is whatever the cost of the box is. Diversification is huge, and taking advantage of every opportunity available to you is also huge. Now, we're really, really heavy in Jackal, but meaning Jackal storage providers, but we're going to be standing up some providers on Golem. We're likely going to be standing up providers on Kudos, and I think we're probably going to be spinning up Anchor. I'm a big fan. I love the network. I love what they have going on over there. I simply do not talk about it enough, but I will. So and we're going to address all of that stuff with you guys as we continue to go through this. So, again, we're kind of all over the board here, man, as far as tracking who, what, when, where, why, and how. So I'm not going to hit up Bell for any questions or comments yet. I'm just going to kind of carry on and actually get into the news of the day, or what I consider the news of the day. We're going to start with a couple of tokens. Injective just continues to be an absolute madman. Now, nothing really fundamentally changed about Injective Network. It is still kind of sitting right where it's as far as functionality. Not a lot has changed, and I don't see enough changing over the last 24 hours to warrant this. But let's just say that I'm glad I own some. Now, I didn't buy a lot, and when I did buy it, I mean, I bought way the hell back here because, it's Cosmos token. The staking is not bad. Go ahead and throw some in. You never know what happens. But I would never have expected that. I would never have expected 100% over the last 30 days. Nobody does. I know YouTube, they're going to go on and tell you all about it. No, man, this happens all the time. But it doesn't. And anybody who's been in crypto more than 5 minutes knows that it doesn't. It's a wonderful thing, but it's also a wonderful thing that I cannot really explain. So it's a wonderful thing that I'm not going to be piling in a whole hell of a lot of money. But whatever I do have in there is really decent because I got it so damn cheap. Now, for those of you who are just pure farmers like I am, probably one of the best places I think you could possibly bury this token right now, and please hear me out, is going to be in that pool right there. That's Injective paired with Beacree. I don't really like Beacree. That's just the liquid staking crescent. I do not really care for it. It's heavily inflationary, and if it is not being bought more than it's being sold, it's minting itself flat. I mean, the price is just going all kinds of rocky on it. Now, the bear about that is if you were to pour it into a pool like this, and 104%, man, that is monstrous. I think the best I could get, I'm not sure which wallet I'm on here. Okay, that's the right wallet. Is right over here, 69.36. And that 69.36 is not from the incentives. It's actually from the price action. It's about 50% flat, but you catch an extra 19% because there's so much activity going on in this pool. You're talking about a pool with a total liquidity of $850,000 that's churned fully half of it over the last 24 hours, guys. That's a monster number. That is a token that's in demand, but again, you have to step back and look at it and say, why is it in demand? What really fundamentally changed about Injective that's going to make it blow up like that? These are just things that I consider. Now, what you consider is, that's your business. But these are the things that I look into. Now, you will get a much better APR right here, but you're going to be eating a little bit of IL on this one. You absolutely are. Anytime a token blows up like that, I'm eating it right now on Injective Osmo, because Injective has gone up 100% over the last 30 days, and Osmo sure as hell hasn't. So I'm literally eating IL. Impermanent loss as Injective continues to go, but with that rate of growth, it is well surpassing the impermanent loss. So I'm kind of indifferent on that one, but if you do like to swim in these waters over here in Crescent, and I'm okay with it because Crescent has something very, very special that Osmo simply does not, and that's the ability to pull your tokens at any time. This is there's no lock-in over here on Crescent. So if I had the Injective and I decided I needed to put it somewhere, I would put it right here long before I would put it here. Because again, 14 days in crypto is like 6 years in the legacy world, and I don't want to have my tokens locked up that long. So take it with a grain of salt. How about that? You do you, but I would much rather have a greater risk of impermanent loss right here on Injective Beacree. I'd rather take a bigger risk right there with the IL for the ability to keep my tokens liquid and to keep my tokens moving. I can pull out of that pool at any time I want. I don't think I have any in there. I don't know. Hang on. Do I have any? Unfarm. I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. Look at there. How much do I got? All right, well, I got some money in there. So, look, anyway, if I wanted to pull that, I can pull it right now. Slide that up, hit unfarm, boom, out it comes. I can go ahead and do anything I want with it. There's an incredible amount of value to be able to keep yourself as liquid as possible. So I'm going to embrace it as much as I can, but you do you. All right. So that was Injective. The other thing that kind of caught my eye here just a little bit, I haven't said this in a while, so it's kind of fun, but with Stars. Actually, Stars took a very, very nice little overnight at 10%. I'm not big into Stars. I'm not big into NFTs, so it would make sense that I would stay away from that. This would not really be the pure hotness for me. But you know what? 10% overnight, man. That's still a very nice. It's a nice morning for anybody who happens to really be heavy into Stars. I don't think I am, at least not on this wallet. I don't think I have. I got a little bit. Stars, Osmo, and the only reason I'm in it is because I like the payouts. It used to be a hell of a lot nicer, but I like catching the extra 9% for the free Stars for just simply being in this pool. Osmo does not really heavily incentivize it. They've kind of lost faith in this one. It's not a monstrous APR. It doesn't keep up with the rate of inflation, but I do like collecting the Stars because I could take the Stars and actually go over to Stars and buy something if I happen to want it. Again, not an NFT guy. It's not really my thing. But for those who are, there's something to be said for it. So there you go. Belle, are you distracted? I'm looking at you like, are you typing? What are you doing? Because I notice you're not looking at the screen.
Actually, I have been typing. Yeah, it's weird. Twitch is, I can view the stream on Twitch, but
Okay.
I have to chat using mobile, and a lot of eyes in a lot of places. So.
Okay, so we're a mess there. Is there anybody over on Twitch?
Leanson actually popped over quick just to check things out, and he was able to successfully chat.
I'm gonna get that fixed, guys. Again, we test in production because we're just bold people, but you should never ever do what we're doing right here. You know what? We want to bring the best to our audience. So thank you. All right, Belle, do we got any questions or comments, or should I just carry on? This is a very weird stream today, so I wouldn't expect much chat.
Well, Leanson did drop the comment earlier that, okay, not many people on Twitch go live looking as good as you do today.
Is that what it is? I look
Yeah.
like I look like an insurance salesman. I grabbed whatever first shirt and first tie I saw. So yes, I look like an insurance salesman. I assure you, I don't sell insurance. All right, I sell hopes. I sell dreams. I sell your future. Okay, I just heard that. That's why I'm looking away. I just heard what I said. I will sell your future. Yeah, okay, maybe that's the right thing to say. All right. Well, I'm going to carry on a little bit, guys. We have another thing, because we can't embarrass ourselves enough with what we do. So why not carry it? Why not continue and carry it on? So MJ set this up for me right here. These are NFTs. All right. These are over on Stash. Bell will copy and get you the link if you actually want to see it. But these are NFTs that we sold. We're putting over here on Stash. We're selling 10 of these. All right. The going price right now is whatever, I don't know, $50. 75 secret will get you one of these. We're minting 10 of them. And what these are going to do is get you an hour of our time. That's one-on-one with me, one-on-one with Bell, one-on-one with Emery, anything that you want. Now, please don't think we're doing this to try to sponge more money out of you. We are absolutely not doing that. What we're trying to do is show that NFTs can actually have a use case. Now, these particular NFTs are worth 1 hour of my time, Bell's time, or Emery's time. I assure you that between that each of us, we earn a great deal more than $50 an hour. But you had to put the price somewhere, so and MJ decided that's where it's at. So if you would like an hour of our time, 1 hour of our time, and we will connect any way that you would like to connect. If you want to talk to us via Zoom, we'll do Zoom. If you want to do Discord, we'll do Discord. If you want to call me on the phone, you can call me on the phone. But we'll spend an hour discussing anything that you want to discuss. If you want to talk crypto, we'll talk crypto. If you want to talk mining, we'll talk mining. If you want me to play guitar for you, I will play guitar for you. All right, whatever you want. That is worth 1 hour of our time. I thought it was neat. And I'm just going to put it there. I don't believe that we're going to sell one. We're not that popular. And I don't think it'll happen. But you know what? You never know. I am going to buy the first one, and I might buy the first one and then just give it away on the show, Bell, and it can be redeemed at any time for 1 hour of our time. But yeah, I thought it was fun, Bell. I mean, that's really where it came down to. I don't think anyone's going to want to talk to me. If they do buy them, they're going to want to talk to you. They just want Bell alone. It'll probably be like old man in his underpants. He'll buy it up. Bell, we're gonna chat for an hour. But we're gonna honor him. If anybody happens to come over here and buy one, then we're gonna go ahead and honor him. I didn't set him up. MJ set him up. I don't know the ins and outs of this. I don't know who gets the money for it. I don't care. I know I don't. We're not interested in that. We just, interested. So I was kind of curious to see if a use case NFT, if there's any real world for it, aside from what like VeChain is doing and some of the other supply line chains. But I thought it was neat. I thought it was a fun idea. If you guys do too, buy an NFT. Redeem it with the show, and we'll chat about whatever the hell you want to chat about. I thought that was pretty neat, and Bella put the link in there for you. So, boy, these are tough, Bella. It's tough doing these things in 30 minutes, man. I usually have a lot more time to discuss whatever the hell we need to discuss. All right, so we're getting a nice little Bitcoin correction, as we should have, because at 31,000, there's no reason for Bitcoin to be at 31,000. We are getting a correction. I think it was very, very, very much overdue. At the same time, we are also getting a really, really decent reset over here in the Dow. So Bitcoin seems to be running with the Dow a little bit until we get to the Fed meeting in May. We're going to be enjoying a little bit of volatility still, because we don't know what's coming. And I understand legacy world doesn't affect crypto, but it really, really does. So until we actually get to the Fed meeting in May and they come out and say, okay, we are going to pause. That's what we're all waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what that's what the legacy markets are waiting for, is for them to hit the pause button. Now, the CPI has been coming down really, really nice. It greatly exceeded expectations earlier this week. That was wonderful. Markets did well. Bitcoin did well. Everything did well. But now the afterbirth is kind of coming out, and you can see it right here in the Dow. You can see it right here in the Bitcoin. Economic reality is still reality. So they're going to get this set. It's going to settle in. Welcome to your new normal. The interesting thing I found on this one, more than Bitcoin, was actually Ethereum has just been a madman. I mean, an absolute madman. And I'd love to see Ethereum. That very moment right there. That was the kind of some of the big stuff that was going on. But I love to see anytime I see Ethereum outpacing Bitcoin, Bell, makes me happy. You know why? Because Ethereum actually has a use. So I would much rather see Ethereum outpace Bitcoin. I'd rather see Ethereum be the underlying, the underlying that which all others are measured against. I'd much rather it be Ethereum than Bitcoin. It's not, but I would much rather it see there because Ethereum actually has a measurable value. There are wickets. There are ways that we can measure the value of Ethereum based on how much work it does and how much work or how much money that work earns. When you start to get that down, it's easy to dial it in and say this is what Ethereum is worth. So I'd like to see a lot more of that. Maybe someday the market's going to catch up with it or catch up with reality. It just hasn't happened yet. Adam, guys, has been hanging in there. It's been on a nice little run, more or less. It would lag the hell out of Bitcoin. So that's always a little bit concerning, but not terribly. Atom is effectively as speculative as Bitcoin is. So to see one go and not the other doesn't really surprise me that much. It's nice to see it, and it's nice to see a 7-day like that from $11 to $12. Makes me very, very happy. Carried the rest of the market, the rest of the cosmos at least, including my beloved Jackal, including stars. Not Injective. Injective's, again, that thing's just a pure FOMO madman right now. So if you weren't in it before, I wouldn't go piling into that just now unless you're only looking for a few percent. If you are, you could probably get it there. But if you're only looking for short percentages, you can effectively get it anywhere. So I'd probably stay away from an action token at this time. I will personally stay away from a token with that much action at this time. But if I can, and I haven't looked for it yet on any of the major leverage platforms, but if I was, I'd be shorting the hell out of that thing. I mean, I'd be standing by with my finger on the short button. Nothing goes up forever. Nothing can possibly go up forever, and you're gonna have to make money where you can. So if I can make money shorting a runaway, I will absolutely do it. All right, and yeah, I think that's just about it on this one. I wanted to hit another couple of things real quick. I'm gonna be bringing you guys a lot more information about Anchor. We had talked about this pretty heavy, and I was been invested in it in a long, long time, and I haven't spent enough time coming back to it, but I'm going to. The liquid staking feature on Anchor is actually pretty good, and you need to diversify everything, in my opinion, and including diversifying your chains. I'm way too heavy in Cosmos. Our channel is way too heavy in Cosmos, and our channel needs to diversify a lot more. So two things that I'm looking at right now are Anchor, as far as, because I do like the liquid staking and I like their method. I think it's pretty good. And Golem. So we're going to be looking into Golem pretty quick. Going to be probably setting up a miner on that one next week, and after we run it for a little bit, find out if it's going to be profitable or not. If it is, we'll give you guys all the information, including probably another code along. This is how you set up your own Golem, so you can knock yourself out on that. But yeah, I think that's just about all I got on this one today, Bell, and we did stay under number. I don't know how long it'll run on Restream. I think we can only go 30 minutes, so that was perfect. But we have another couple, so do we have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations?
We've got a comment from user FastETH. Hi, guys. Please, some alpha about the meta project of this channel, Sif Chain.
What? Sif chain? It's
yeah, I've actually asked for clarification about that. I'm not sure.
Did they like watch an old Sif chain video from us? Is that what it is? I don't scrub out old videos. That's what I'm wondering. I don't scrub out old videos. Sif chain is just a dead project, man. It happens. It's crypto. Everybody, there's always a rug coming sometime or another. Yeah, it's probably an old video, man, but I'm not going to pull him down. That means like I'm running from what we said. What I said at the time was, what I felt was accurate. But at the same time, I have old UST videos. I haven't pulled down those either. There is no meta on this channel. There's no project that we favor over another. We're going to favor whatever is profitable for us at the time. And SIFChain ain't it, man. Look, I think we were all here for that drama. Was that all we got, Bella?
That was it for today.
Okay. Well, we got to stay under time, guys. I appreciate it. I know this was a little bit disjointed. I apologize for that. We're going to get the restream thing hooked up because we can't get unbalanced enough. So we need to bring more. We need to bring a more difficult element into the show, like restream. So we're going to get that going for you. Hopefully next time. And that's it, man. Belle, talk us up. Take us out.
All right, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this mid-afternoon lunchtime live stream. In between now and when Scott goes live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, please don't hesitate to email Scott or I, scott@thepodcast.com or bella@thepodcast.com. We do hope you guys are enjoying the lunchtime live streams. And with that being said, we can't thank you enough, and we will see you next time.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at The Podcasts. Also, visit our page at thepodcast.com, all one word, for all of our most